I am gonna throw out there, tomorrow for sure, we will be using the foam rollers. If you do not have a foam roller, that is okay. I'm thinking every household must have a rolling pin, right? Maybe. If you have a rolling pin, find it, put a towel around it, and it will work just as well as a foam roller. How funny is that? I didn't even find that on Pinterest. But anyway, I'm giving you a heads up. Have something to roll on tomorrow for sure. Because after our workout of the day, I think we're gonna need it. All right, and as we're waiting for a few more folks to hop on, you know I gotta start with some arm circles because they're just too good not to do. But have your rolling pins or your foam rollers ready to rock and roll tomorrow. We are going to have a workout that will send you through the entire weekend. A little bit bigger circles. Good, keeping your thumbs towards the ceiling. All right, and switch it to forward. Keep them real big for the moment. Ooh, I'm going so fast, I'm gonna take off. Just kidding. All right, shrink them down a little bit, a little smaller. Keep those shoulder blades pinned back as you're circling. Ooh, the shoulders start to burn after a minute in a good way. Nice. All right, shake them out. Just let them fly. All right, and let's do a little bit of trunk rotation, mostly at the upper back. Just get everything loosened up. All right, and then hands together, feet forward. Let's do some around the world. Just get the blood flowing. All right, other direction. Awesome. And now just a couple of big circles this way. Squat down, reach up. Two more. All right, and everyone feels warmer, right? Reaching for the sky. I want you to hinge at your hips. Reach forward, separating those shoulder blades, thumbs towards the ceiling. All right. And now squat it down. Reach up at the same time. You're in that wide position, reaching those shoulder blades. Oof, and let's do some circles. That is tough, but so good to mobilize your back. Nice. Keep it squatted down, circle. All right, put your forearms between your knees, push out, and stand up gently, feeling that stretch in your lower back. Roll all the way up. Reach towards the ceiling, and we're gonna do that again. Squat down, and Y circles. They're very little, we don't need much here. Really feel those shoulder blades pinning against your back. Oh yeah. All right. Feeling the effects of our other workouts this week. Okay, now again, forearms come between your knees, pushing out against them. Let's take one side, reach it up. So you're pushing with one forearm, reaching with the other arm. Eyes follow your hands. Good, come back to center. Push on the other one. Other side. As you reach and rotate, Trying to stay in a low squat. That gets a little challenging after a minute here. Let's do one more on each side. Pushing, rotate up, eyes follow your hands. Nice, and switch. Big reach. Awesome, come on down. Squat all the way down, grab your feet. Your arms can push out against your knees. Just a little rock back and forth. And then again, come all the way up. Roll. Whew. Reach towards the ceiling. Nice. All right, we're gonna do some prisoner squats one more time here. And that's again, just to really open up those shoulder blades. So you wanna have your elbows behind your ears as much as possible. Shoulder blades are squeezed. And we're just doing these lateral squat walks. Really activate those back muscles. Just a couple more passes here, keeping those shoulder blades turned on. All right, now right here, I'm gonna stay in the squatted position and we're gonna do a couple of swimmers. Keeping those shoulder blades back, reaching up over your head and all the way behind you. All the way up and all the way back. Big reach. Awesome. Let's get 5 more of those because they feel so good. Oh yeah, really pull on the shoulder blades on the way up. Nice, 2 more. And last one. All right, you were starting to wonder when the backward lunges are coming. Don't worry, here they are. Okay, so we're gonna come backward, right? And as you do that, you can come all the way down, pull on your outside knee, rotate your trunk. And when you come back up, I want you to squeeze and pull that knee to your chest. And then we're gonna go right into a hip hinge. Okay, so just go ahead and follow along with me. So we're gonna be here, backward lunge, reach up, squeeze the glute of the leg that's back. You come all the way down, pull on that outside knee, really pull on the edge of it so you feel a stretch in your glute, rotating your trunk. Okay, slowly stand it up, hug the knee, and we're going right into a hip hinge with a sideways reach. Okay, let's do that 3 more times. Okay, so we're here, back, once again, squeeze that glute, reaching the same arm up in the air, come all the way down, rotate, pull on that front knee, slowly back up, pull the knee, hip hinge, 2 more and we'll switch sides. Hopefully your hips will be moving much better after this. Down and squeeze. Good, all the way down. Pull on that knee, rotate. Come on up. Squeeze and hip hinge. Last one. Here we go. Squeeze and reach. All the way down. Pull. Back up. Hug that knee. Hinge at your hip. Woo, let's switch sides. Since those moved a little bit slow, we're only going to do 5 on each side. So here we go. First one. Back this way. Squeeze that glute, reach that arm up in the air. Come all the way down, grab that outside knee, rotate. Good, come on up, hug the knee, and we're going right into a hip hinge. That was number 1, we got 4 more. Up, back, squeeze, I gotta remind of the squeeze. I gotta remind myself of the squeeze, actually. If you get tired of me, just remember I'm reminding myself. Rotate. Oh, does that feel good? Come on up. Hug the knee. Hip hinge, arm out to the side. 3 more. Knee up. Back. Squeeze that butt. Down. Rotate. Good. Stand it up. Hug the knee. Hinge. 2 more. And by the way, I'm saying that too so I don't forget where we are. Rotate. Good. Come on up. Hug. Hinge. And last one. Down, pull that knee. Rotate at the trunk. Good. Stand it up. Hug the knee. And hinge. Oh yeah. I think our hips are moving a little bit better. But just in case, facing forward, feet nice and wide, toes facing forward. We're gonna sit back and do that stationary lateral lunge. Now getting the inside of the hips opened up. Remember with this, you wanna sit back like you're gonna sit on a chair. Knees should stay over your ankle. Really important, we're stretching up at the same time. Okay, let's just do 3 more of these to each side. And when you go to stand up, push through your heel. All right, last one to each side. Really reaching up at the same time. Nice. All right, and let's come to the floor. Yay for the floor. All right, so let's start off in the tall plank position. And actually, I want to do just a couple rotations here. So tall plank, come up, let's rotate this way. Back down. Let's rotate up the other way. So we're just going to do 3 of those on each side. Rotate up. Good. And we're just going to change it a little bit. Last one this way. Nice. And this way. And that's a great primer for this one. I want you to bring 1 foot forward. You can wiggle it up there if you have to, I usually do. And then what we're going to do is plant your inside hand next to that foot. And once again, rotate up. And now we're getting the hips a little more involved. And then just simply switch hands and rotate in the other direction. Squeeze the glute of the leg that's back. Okay, 1 more rotation to each side and we'll switch legs. And switch hands. Rotate up this way. Squeeze that glute. All right, hands come down. And switch legs. So if you have to wiggle it into place, my stiff self certainly needs to. All right, rotate this way. And switch hands. And come up that way. Don't forget to squeeze the glute of the leg that's back. Okay, switch hands. Rotating up. And switch hands. And rotate up. All right, back into that tall plank position. Now I'm going to do 3 on each side, coming in and out. Just knee to chest. Back up. And on the last one, bringing that leg forward underneath you and try to sink down on it as much as you can. As much or as little as you're comfortable with. I realize for some folks this might be a bigger stretch than for others. And as you're able, Let's just walk those hands forward on the floor. Let yourself melt into that as much or as little as you're comfortable with. Remember, don't push past the point of pain ever. Just hang out with it for another second. All right, and let's come back up. Tall plank, other side. In and out. And on the last one, let's bring that side up. Same thing, try to just melt yourself down over that leg as much or as little as you're comfortable with. Oh, and one side might feel a little tougher than the other. We know that's gonna happen, that's okay. Try to walk forward with your hands a little bit if you can. All right. Now let's come back up into that tall plank. And now I'd like to go into a side plank on your elbow. You can stagger your feet, you can stack them, or you can stagger them. Or if you need to come down on your knee, that's okay too. All I want to do here is you're gonna have one arm up. I want you to rotate underneath and then reach back up. Just 3 on each side. Rotate through, come back up. Rotate through, come back up. All right, and let's go to the other side. I'm gonna flip my mat around here. Hopefully I'm still in plain view. And you can stagger your feet. You can stack them, or you can go on your knee. Okay, rotate. Come on up. Rotate. Come on up. And rotate. All right. Now from there, we're already down on our hands and knees. Just do an opposite arm and leg reach. Like you're trying to balance a glass of water on your middle back. Big reach. Do a little activation of those glute muscles that we sit on all day. Hopefully you don't sit on them all day. One more on each side. And last one here. All right, and now on all fours, I'm gonna put this under my knees. Let's go ahead and bring your feet nice and, or your knees nice and wide, feet together, and sink down into that. Oh, and let's get into that child's pose. Feels so good. Walk your fingertips on the floor. Sink back into your feet as much or as little as you feel comfortable with. And as you pull with your fingertips and you sink back, you should feel a really good stretch throughout your back. Gonna hang with it here for a second. Good, now take one arm and let's pull it through. Hold on to the floor with your elbow and kind of pull away so you feel a big stretch behind your shoulder blade. Hands should be relaxed. Nice pull back there. And come back up. Let's switch sides. Other side. Try to grip the floor with the elbow. Let the hand relax. And as you pull on your shoulder blade, still sinking back into your feet as much as you can. You should feel a pretty good pull behind that shoulder. Hopefully. All right. And let's come back up. And now I'm going to go on my back. Okay, we're going to do some glute bridges today. A little bit of activation on the back side that we sit on entirely too much. So first off, let's bring your hands up over your chest. Then I want you to come up into a glute bridge. And by doing that, you're squeezing your butt cheeks together. And you should feel that mostly in your glutes. Pushing through your heels. We're just gonna hold it for a second. Now bring your hands out to the side. Okay, stay in that position. And now we're gonna alternate and do a march. You keep those glute muscles turned on, pushing through your heel. You should not feel this in the front of your thighs very much. A little bit, yes, but not much. Most of the work should be because you're pushing yourself up with the butt muscle, not pulling yourself up with your thigh, if that makes sense. Okay, let's do 3 more on each side. Pushing through that heel, squeeze the glute. Supporting yourself with your hands a little bit if you need to. Nice. If you're a little shaky, that's okay. And switch one more time. And last one here. All right, come back into the glute bridge. Reach your arms up over your head. Let your arms just relax. Your butt doesn't get to relax, but your arms get to relax. Just for a minute here. Big breath. Right. Now you can bring your butt down. Bring your knees towards your chest. You can hug your knees to your chest. Do a little rock quickly, kind of forward and back. That can feel really nice. Guys, I put my ponytail in the wrong place. I'm sorry, banging the back of my head here. All right, so anyway, now we're gonna do something called a hip reset. You're gonna push with one thigh in one hand. You're going opposite hand to knee, and then we're extending the opposite arm and leg. This is an ab activation, and it helps to reset your hip muscles. Okay, as we're pushing on the thigh with the opposite hand, with the other arm and leg coming in and out. If you're comfortable lifting your head, go for it. If not, that's okay. You can keep your head back. You should feel a little more ab activation if you don't strain your neck. Okay, so we're just gonna reach a little bit in and out, activating that knee and hip or knee and arm together. Let's do 3 more of those on each side. Good, relax down. Hug the knees to your chest again. And let's go ahead and switch sides. So other knee, other hand, head up if you're comfortable with it, head down if you're not. If your neck is straining, don't do it. Keep your head down here. You'll get plenty of ab activation with or without your head elevated. You should feel that a lot in the middle of your stomach, okay, especially as you resist with the knee and with the hand. Let's do 3 more of those. Keep actively resisting. Last one. Good, and let's come right back here. Hug your knees to your chest again. And now let's go ahead and put your hands underneath your hips a little bit. You're gonna lift your feet, both feet straight in the air. I want you to draw your belly button towards your spine. And we're gonna alternate and lower one leg down at a time. And bring it back up. You keep your belly button pulled into your spine. Alternate leg lower. This is a great range of motion for your hips, but you should also feel a lot of activation, especially in the lower part of your abdominal muscles. Nice and controlled. Make sure that one leg stays pointing towards the sky. Okay, let's do 3 more on each side. Keep that belly button pulled in. Be aware of your breathing. Nice and controlled. Okay, the last one coming up on each side. And last one on this side. All right, bring your knees back to your chest. Hug them there just for a second, because boy, does that feel nice. Okay, and then we can just go ahead and roll up. And then from this position, as you're sitting up, let's bring your hands up again into that Y position. Okay, belly button in, lean back just a little bit. And bring your arms out to the side. And fold forward. Grab onto your toes if you can. Don't worry about it if you can't. Let's do that one more time. Leaning back. You should feel your tummy activating a little bit. Arms out to the side. And fold forward. Oh, doesn't that feel nice? One more of those. Arms come up. In that Y position, lean back just a little. Yes, the shaking is totally normal. Arms out to the side. And as you reach forward, really try to pull those shoulder blades apart. Thumbs towards the ceiling. Nice. All right, last thing really quick. I'm just gonna do this on my knees. And that is, I don't want to neglect your neck. Pull one arm down to your side. Gently take your head forward and back. As you pull one arm towards the floor, helps to give you a little bit greater neck stretch. Good, and other side, pulling it towards the floor. For those of you that hopped on later, I'm gonna just give the plug again. Tomorrow, for after workout of the day, we will be using a foam roller. If you do not have one, that is okay. I'm thinking if you don't, almost every household has a rolling pin. Find a rolling pin and put a towel around it, or freeze a water bottle. That works great, but put a towel around it so it's not too hard. And then all I did was put little hair ties on here. So again, if you don't have a foam roller, find a rolling pin or freeze a water bottle, and same thing, just put a towel around it, put a rubber band around it. We're gonna use this after our workout tomorrow. Sound good? I hope so. All right, thanks.